voice of the people, 90.3 FM. Welcome again to Front Page Review on the Super Dial. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. Check time is 7:03 a.m. and today is the 28th day in the month of April 2025. Alright, and of course I'm here to give you all of the gist that you need to know this morning, all of the headlines. Yes, I've got several newspapers here, about 7 of them. I'll be touching on them one after the other, and then much later we get to join Rufai Oseni, who will also touch on some of the basic headlines here, and then we join Frank Ayala also this morning. Frank Ayala is a political enthusiast, and he will be dissecting some of these stories alongside. Friends, let's take a walk this morning, but we will begin with Punch newspaper now. Government harps on transparency in procurement. Lack of local government autonomy fueling insecurity, according to Benue lawmaker. NOA Ondo partner on mass vaccination campaign. Bayelsa pro-Wike group trade blame over rally shootings. Civilians wearing military camouflage risk prosecution, according to Army Chief. Civilians wearing military camouflage risk prosecution, according to Army Chief. And then moving on, as regards defections, PDP calls emergency meeting to halt Hurricane Tinubu. Did you hear how it's put here? PDP calls emergency meeting to halt Hurricane Tinubu. That's how the Punch is delivering that message this morning as regards defection. Okay, let's check up some more stories. Fitch upgrades Lagos, Kaduna, 2 other states' investment rating. And then NDLEA seizes $1 billion drugs in 80-room hotel raids. I'll take that again. NDLEA seizes $1 billion drugs in 80-room hotel raid. Yeah. 80-room hotel raid, $1 billion drugs. Federal government targets 70% local pharmaceutical production. And then, still on defilement, Ondo doctor, others charged for procuring abortion for 10-year-old. Did you hear that? Defilement, Ondo doctor, others charged for procuring abortion for 10-year-old. 10-year-old got pregnant. Whoa. Okay, let's visit some other headlines, everyone, quickly. After PDP exit, can APC contain Delta's political heavyweights? After PDP exit, can APC contain Delta's political heavyweights? It's a very big question has been asked here. And then Natasha apologizes to Opabio over sexual harassment allegation. Defections to APC not out of coercion but free will. But I have to say something here. That Natasha's apology for me and for some other persons, it's not like an apology. It's sarcastic. It's okay. Yobe governor not joining coalition, according to aid. Obi approves identity cards, online registration for online registration. To some more stories now, quickly. Let's check it out. Government commits to student loan disbursement is one big story here. Chairmanship aspirant unveils manifestos. And then firms innovation in design excites architects. And a couple of other stories here. Nigeria gets right to host 3rd Africa Defense War College Forum next year. And then Forum 6 Tinubu's intervention on projects. Okay, that's more I can give you here. We will quickly check The Sun newspaper now. The Sun is next. Yeah. Those are the stories I can give you from the Nation newspaper. We move quickly to the Sun newspaper now. Panic over World Bank's 56% poverty surge forecast. And then Oshun APC and politics of local government administration is another one here. Catholic Bishop Adaji slams Kogi government over public school decay. Abia 2027 Ungwa leaders disown call for Deputy Speaker Kalu's Goba bid. And then federal government dismisses fear over economy. Bayelsa government pro Tinubu group beaker over shooting at mega rally. APC tightens grip, opposition goes comatose in the National Assembly. As regards defection, as APC tightens grip, opposition goes comatose in the National Assembly. And then opposition defections, presidency assures democracy remains strong, dismisses alarmist claims. Democracy remains strong. That's what presidency is saying, despite the gale of defections here and there in the country at this time. Okay, let's check out Vanguard newspaper. It's got several big stories here. Outrage over World Bank's report on poverty in Nigeria. Senator Natasha mocks Akpabio with erection apology. Senator Natasha mocks Akpabio with erection, apology. Okay. We must resist Tinubu's one-party state agenda. Akinola, Odinkalo, and some other persons are there speaking. We must resist it. We must resist it. Okay. Senator Natasha mocks Akpabio with erection apologies coming here again. And then Tinubu to opposition. Don't blame me for inability to manage your affairs. Police declared me wanted without invitation. Daughter of ABC transport owner is coming out to speak this morning. They declared me without invitation. They declared me wanted without any form of invitation. We must resist Tinubu's one-party state agenda. Akinola, Odinkalo, Jinadu, and others speak. Them belle full, but we hungry. Them belle full, but we hungry. Is a very nice piece there. You might just want to read. Vanguard has it. On crisis, we know our enemies within Oshun PDP. We know our enemies within Oshun PDP. That's according to Adeleke. And then Thames, Rema, Flavor, Davido shine at 17th Headies Awards. Fleeing woman arrested for poisoning 65-year-old man to death in Lagos State. And more political stories now. Don't bring old PDP habits to APC. Ned Nwoko tells Governor Oboriwori. Don't bring old PDP habits to APC. Okay. And still on defection, on Delta defections, Omo Agege welcomes Oboriwori Okowa to the APC. 2027, ex-Buhari campaigner wants Jonathan to contest. Did you hear that? Ex-Buhari campaigner wants Jonathan to contest. Yes. Ex-advisor writes Tinubu step down in 2027. That is former advisor writes Tinubu. He said step down in 2027. Okay. It's over. Tinubu has captured PDP. It will be difficult to recover. Ekpeyong is one speaking there. It's over. This man has captured, the PDP. Forget about it. Politics. Democracy under threat. Leading civil society activists in Nigeria want Tinubu against one-party state. Ojukwu Bianca love story reenacted on stage. As regards 2027, how Tinubu sees Delta from PDP. We have spent over 300 million naira on ransom. ECWA laments. And then, let's see if we can get some more stories here. Police arrest 16-year-old boy with gun in Lagos. Police arrest 16-year-old boy with gun in Lagos. Okay. This is VOP 90.3 FM. Okay, before we join Rufai Oseni, let's go here. Kano government recovers over 28 million naira paid to 247 dead retired workers. Rainstorm destroys over 50 houses in Nasarawa State. And then let's see if we can touch on some more stories. Okay, this time around, let's join Rufai Oseni quickly. Top of the morning to you, and of course, welcome.
Morning, Dad. Thank you for having me. You see, I keep repeating one word a lot of people don't want to hear. The greed of our current politicians, especially those in your position, will make it easier for President Tinubu to emerge in 2027. So on record, I said it today. Well, mark it down. Because after failing tremendously in the economy, President Tinubu will easily get a second term if this political shenanigan does not stop. And President Tinubu has failed. Even those that disagree with me now agree with me that he has failed. He has failed. I just came back from the IMF meetings, and the projection for the economy is bad. Despite the fact that they rebased, we are having about 37% inflation. That's their projection for 2026.
Okay.
Poverty projection has also gone up. All the parameters are wrong. See, yesterday I was in Lome. CFR to dollar is 570. We were trading 1,600 here. He has devalued the economy, devalued lives of Nigeria. He has failed. Let's not deceive ourselves. Insecurity has increased in every area possible. President Tinubu has failed. Okay, you can say, okay, he did student loans, he did this, he did, but generally, I will give him a failure.
Okay.
But it will also be very easy for him to emerge because of the greed of our politicians. Today now, the PDP is now running around to do a meeting because of the defection. How will it not happen? Because you see, you can't blame President Tinubu. He's a politician. He will use every means to be able to get people on his side. What did the PDP do to stand with the likes of Fubara? What did the PDP do to be able to discipline Wike when he started his onslaught on the party?
Okay.
Everybody were running around and leaving it because they had benefited one way or the other from Wike. So it has happened to them now. And what did the PDP do when the likes of Atiku Abubakar, despite the fact that there was a general concern that power should go to the south, Atiku Abubakar still opted out to run and he still got the tickets? Now, sometimes I don't like to blame Wike fully. The only thing I blame him for was that it was not a party man. But everybody generally knew that PDP would have gotten a better footing if they presented a candidate from the south in 2023 elections. But it is still the deal too. Atiku too also wants to run because he has not been able to deny that he's not going to run. So all of this they are doing, the disunity and disorganization amongst them, is going to make it for President Tinubu to emerge in 2027. And it's on record I'm saying these things now. Because me, I don't know how to lie, I don't know how to deceive people. I will tell you the way it is. You might disagree with me today, but you will see that the thing I'm saying is finally coming back. Look at the Mono pastor that was arguing with me. Is he not agreeing with me today that President Tinubu has failed? Did we say it then? But because everybody was benefiting from President Tinubu then, has he not come back to agree with me that President Tinubu has failed? Are people not hungry? So it's on record, I will say it the way it is every time. and people should stop deceiving themselves, because this disunity among the opposition folk will make it easier for President Tinubu to emerge. I want to talk about Heritage Bank.
Okay.
NDIC said they are beginning to pay for 6 billion to the top depositors of the Heritage Bank. Please, we'd like to see the money NDIC is paying, because I constantly advocate for the depositors. In fact, a lot of them came to meet me, and I've been taking on their case. When the bank shut down, nobody advocated for them and sought why they are going to pay their money. In fact, the NDIC kept on saying, no, we've paid some of them. I hope you know that this bank will have been saved by the government, because the same government that saved Unity would have saved them, but they allow them go now. The thing is it a crime for people to put their money in banks? We would like to implore this government to please go and pay the depositors of Heritage Bank. It is not a crime that they put their money in banks. Right? Traffickers forcing Nigerian youths into cybercrime factories. You see, because of the state of the economy now, there's now full-blown cybercrime factories where they are now training people in fraud. And that's the state of the economy across the West African sub-region. So please, we'd like to call on parents. If your child brings money, you ask them when did they earn it to. And mothers do not support rubbish. You know, we have the association of Yahoo mothers now.
Of course, I heard that too.
Which is a bad one.
That is absurd.
Where people are supporting their children to do fraud. Do not support your children to do fraud. Do not blame the economy on doing rubbish. And there's a story about Governor Sanwo-Olu tackling Peter Obi. I think Governor Sanwo-Olu should go and face his own problems. He has too many problems. So it is under him that the speaker, Obasa, came back, that he couldn't do anything about it. They made him look very funny. He manipulated the National Assembly, the State House of Assembly under him. Instead of him to go and face his own, his leg is shaking as we speak today. Instead of him to go and face one, he's fighting Peter Obi as telling the truth. Is the economy of Nigeria bad that Peter Obi didn't say it? Yeah, I said when he was governor in Anambra State and all of that. Is that the question? How about you tackling the case of insecurity and poverty and all of that? Your government has failed. Your national government of APC has failed. So if Peter Obi goes out to say it, and what did Peter Obi say? He said countries that had almost like the same GDP with Nigeria back in the days, today they outclassed Nigeria. And it's true. Governor Sanwo-Olu should please pick out something Peter Obi has said that is wrong. Governor Sanwo-Olu should face his own. Lagos stinks. He has not done something about the Lagos that is stinking and smelling though. All the gutter, as I came by, all the gutter everywhere, smelly deaths for a big economy like Lagos. They are going to face Peter Obi that is saying the truth based on. So should we go out there and go and lie? They say when you are abroad, then you should not condemn your country. Is it not the truth you are saying? Is there anything false in it? Or you think the people you are going to talk to abroad, they don't have the facts about your country? I don't know the way that the IMF that do research on your country. Don't they say the economy is bad? Don't they visit? So what kind of talk is that? What kind of talk is that? So please, Governor Sanwo-Olu, remember we spoke up for you when they were trying to change that. Today, we believe nobody should be able to impeach you or anything. But face your own. The country is bad generally. If it's good, we'll say it. Opposite of good is bad. Opposite of bad is good. As it is today, Nigeria is not soft. It's not good for everybody. Our currency is down. And our politicians need to do the needful. I hear there's a squabble going on now. Who's going to lead APC Delta State? That's what happens. Because you have the likes of Omar Gigi, former deputy senate president. We prefer when the leaders of APC Delta, all of a sudden that Sheriff Oboiwe has got it there.
Of course.
Question I want to ask that all of a sudden, is it that the case of EFCC going after former Delta State governor? What's his name again? No, I forget his name. Okowa. See that the case will be forgiven now all of a sudden that he has joined APC? Because we'd like to get updates on that case of Okowa or corruption case. We should not allow it to be swept under the carpet. Please, we should be saying it the way it is. Because there's nothing in this life we have to say more than the truth.
You mentioned
so that go ahead.
You mentioned Okowa's case, and what came to my mind is 15 months after EFCC is yet to release, the probe on Edu.
They will never release it now. They've settled that matter long ago. Stop deceiving yourself.
15 months.
They will never release it. And I told you that Better told me. And they released something that what is it called? The case is that they couldn't get anything substantial against them or something. I think our team, I think there was a word out there as regards, the thing has just been going, it's going around, it's gone already. I'm not sure they were going to release it. I think our team released a statement. In fact, I think I even published it out, as some of our sources said. So she's moved on. See, case of corruption in Nigeria, as long as you know the powers that be, they will forgive you. When they fine you for corruption, it's because they want to punish you and you don't have people that will speak for you. So the fight against corruption is not a sincere one. Look at Professor Yusuf.
Okay.
They took Professor Yusuf, put him in incarceration for over 30-something days because he was speaking against the government. If he was not speaking against the government, they will forgive him. And those were allegations that have been long ago, but they take that up. Look at the case of Emefiele. Because of Emefiele, it was like a stumbling block to them in the last election. I'm not saying do not try corruption, but what they did for the lives of the Emefiele was because it was a stumbling block to them in the last election. So here, did you hear that Oshobole said that once you join APC, your sins are forgiven? So we will be on the watching brief. But the Nigeria that I know, now that the Moko have joined APC, I don't think anything will come out of it. Maybe EFC will prove me wrong. You get? Maybe EFC will prove me wrong. Because till today, they have not given you. You see, even till today, look at it. I remember I asked former Attorney General Malabi on TV then that when they release a record or the investigation into what they claimed Magu EFCC chief then did, they said they will release it. Today they didn't release it. So if Attorney General can tell them they will do something live on TV and they didn't do it till tomorrow. So what do you expect?
Rufai,
yes.
I also want you to look at, I'm sure you saw Senator Natasha's letter to Akpabio. What do you make of that letter?
He's just cashing a cruise. He let her cash cruise. Because you see, when you look at these political people like top politicians in Nigeria, when he gets to a point, he will just be cashing cruise. Because I keep asking, why should she apologize to Akpabio? For what? After Akpabio violated the law, the court ruled that the committee sitting should never even go ahead. They disrespected court order. Violated that, suspended that. Do you hear the other day that government went to her house in Kogi? So that thing she said about allegation of people after her life, she was correct because there were government that went to her house in Kogi. So you hear all of that, but we can't talk too much on Natasha's case again. A lot of those cases are in court, because court case don jaburata. You suspended the woman and you expect that to apologize. That's why she wrote that mockery sarcasm apology letter now. That because based on the negotiation, what I'm still hearing is that they are still telling her, if you apologize, we'll pad it, we'll call you back. Everybody have apologized like that in the past, and then did you apologize? I said no, does not apologize, but stand that ground. And thanks to the media, and it's because people like us say the truth every time. That's why we are celebrated everywhere. I was in Washington on the road, people were stopping cars to come and greet me and call my name. Because we say the truth the way it has to be said. The videos are there. Did you see that since we revealed that they wanted to do another recall, you can see that they stopped it now because we revealed their secret. Where we are not going to go is now that the law court should now prove criminal complicity of those that went to forge people's signature for a recall.
Okay.
Because a lot of forgery went on there for a recall. And we revealed the video evidence of people writing it. So if we didn't release all those things now, how are we going to know the truth? That's why I say, see, I thank God we set up VOP with that one politician's body. Because if we did, we would not be able to talk like this boldly.
At all.
If we set up, VOP is and that's why we keep saying, please, the way you can support us is bring your products and adverts here. Because if you advertise with us, you do business with us, or you donate to us, we'll be able to tell more truth. Media is costly, it's expensive. To run generator is not a joke. To pay staff salary is not a joke. So for you to keep hearing the truth and want to keep doing what we do, you need to please support us. How do you support us? You have channels there on this YouTube. You can donate.
Yeah.
And donate to our YouTube. That's how you can donate to us. If you donate to our YouTube, we'll get it. And we need to augment our fee. So God will bless all of you, our listeners. We'll keep saying the truth. If the media didn't stand and tell the truth at all times, in the case of Natasha, she will not be where she is today. Because normally what they will normally do is they will erode the media. They had a media plan. They were sending people to the media, but the truth prevailed. We are not supporting Natasha, or we are not supporting Akpabio. We are just telling the truth of what happened. Was it not the truth that people were forging papers to be able to get a recall? Did we see the videos?
There are evidence everywhere.
You see, the evidence is everywhere. And another thing is social media. Even when we got the advisory copy of the so-called things they said the people signed, the signature looked the same. So you see, the truth is, and that's why you see the next thing they want to target now is social media. Because the social media too, they also reveal their, even for social media, a lot of these are politicians, they simply will not be revealing. So the next thing you will see they want to target, they will keep talking about banning social media. Why watch them? I'm not saying please do not regulate, do not call out those that spread fake news on social media, because there's a lot of people that use it for the front of YouTube. But we are saying don't ban it because it's exposing your lies as a politician.
Rufai,
because that's the next place they're going to go.
Before I let you go, I hear core members are relocating from Edo over non-payment of allowances and some other monies accrued to them. Core members.
What of people this insecurity? It's not enough for them to relocate. Till today now, Governor Pebolo, he can go to Kano. Has he solved the insecurity? In Edo? Well, Pebolo can go to Kano, but has he solved the insecurity in Edo? Those are the questions we should ask him. That as regards the lawmakers, please let them solve the problem. The insecurity, the governor, let him solve the insecurity problem. and the core members, let them pay them. These are people risking their life for Nigeria already. See, I want to give a challenge to Nigerian senators today. There's a video I posted on my Instagram where American senators, because I visited the capitals in America, American senators were telling us how much they pay them. The Senate salary is $174,000. Can Nigerian senators also do a video stating how much they earn every month?
Okay.
And every year, their cumulative salary. That's just one challenge I want to do. If they can do it, I will know they are ready. But if they can't do it, then I will know that there are many things that they are hiding. I want Nigerian senators to just all come together, like maybe 50 or 100, to do a video and tell us how much they are collecting for the Nigerian people on a yearly basis. That's just it. How much comes to them?
Thank you, Rufai Oseni. Thank you so much for having this conversation with us. Thank you.
We keep speaking the truth to power. They will not like the truth, but we will speak it. Like they call us names, they call us, we will speak it.
Thank you. Thank
you.
The
truth is that President Tinubu government has failed as we are speaking. It should go and do better. I can still do better.
Thank you for speaking truth to power.
It is well.
Thank
we'll
you so
keep saying it. No problem. Yeah.
All right, friends, I want to have a conversation with another political enthusiast, a political commentator. Yeah, I needed to have a conversation with him today. Like I told you, on Friday. Yeah, Friday I had a conversation with him, but today we will do much more. This is VOP 90.3 FM in case you are just tuning in, everyone. Okay? I want to say welcome and welcome and welcome again. Now, before I put a call across to him, everyone feel free to join the conversation this morning via all of our social media platforms. Okay? Yeah. YouTube, VOP 90.3 FM. This morning we want to speak truth to power. Yes, we'll continue, and there's gonna be more. Okay. Voice of the People 90.3 FM is on YouTube. VOP 90.3 FM on YouTube. You can join the conversation right now. And after having this conversation with Frank Ayala, I would now get to you to get your views, your take, your observation, and all of these things. Everyone. Okay? So feel very free to join the conversation this morning. And then our WhatsApp portal is also now open for your messages. 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. Get to the comment section and also drop your comments, your take, and your observation. That is on YouTube, right? Yeah, just type VOP 90.3 FM and then to the comment section, and let's get your views, your take, and all of your opinion. Is that fine, everyone, this morning? Okay, let's now join Frank Ayala, who is going to also be touching on some of the headlines this morning. All right, top of the morning to you, Frank. Good to have you join us.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Yeah. Let's go. Let's delve straight into the matter now. Ekpe Young is saying something this morning. He said it is over. Tinubu has captured PDP, and it will be difficult to recover before 2027. Forget about it, everyone. Tinubu has captured. It's over. That's what Ekpe Young is saying. How would you make of what would you make of this statement?
Good morning once again, my dear listener. Once again, I think I begin to see people who are deluding themselves, like Ekpe Young, like Okowa, like my honorable the current governor of Delta State, and so many others who have the intention to decamp to align with APC. The issue of 2027 is not about APC, it's not about PDP. It's about the people of Nigeria and against the ruling elites who have so deceived this country. How? Today, I remember when this guy from Delta State, the former governor from Rivers State, be Cross River State, sorry. Professor Ben Ayande.
Okay.
When he was leaving the PDP to APC, he said something. He said he want to go and join Buhari to build Nigeria. Down the line, where are we? Have they finished building Nigeria? Are they even starting? That is one. When David Umahi was leaving the PDP to go and join the APC, he said, looking at what Buhari have done, he want to go and align with Buhari. He's aligned with the federal to enable them build Nigeria. Today, where are we after all those comments? The issue on ground is not about APC and PDP. It's about the hungry masses of Nigeria. Judy, as it stands today, what exactly can you write? Can you say? Can you see that APC have done under Tinubu leadership? Tinubu have only done only two things. He have widened the poverty net of Nigerian people. And again, he have destroyed our international reputation the more. It's on record today that the man that built Lagos cannot use hospital in Lagos. He built Lagos. When Akpabio was a governor, he said he built world-class medical facility. But when they had an accident in Abuja for common shock, they flew into UK. He couldn't attend the world class. So, you see, my brother, it's unfortunate that these guys are deluding themselves, believing that Nigeria believe in them. I attended a program very some time ago. The professor asked, who is a fool? A fool is a man that is lying, believing that people believe him. So, all these people fall into those categories of people fooling themselves, believing that Nigerians believe them. Like Wike allegedly, I understand he used a comment somewhere, something like that. By the time Hungry beat the North, they will collect 2,000 out to vote for APC. There was a comment, this is a leader that said by the time the Hunger finish the North, they will be compelled to collect 2,000 naira from APC and vote for APC. This is a mindset of these people. And unfortunately, there's going to be a new horizon as at 2027. By 2027. I say this to re-emphasize the fact that Tinubu is a calamity that have come to happen to Nigeria. Because there was so much hope and trust that this guy will facilitate some structure that will guarantee Nigerian prosperity. Unfortunately, even the one he met on ground, he have destroyed it.
Frank Ayala, following the gale of defection sweeping through the ranks and strongholds of the PDP, the National Working Committee of the party has scheduled a meeting for tomorrow to address the wave of defections and other internal crises that have plunged the party over the past years. Do you think PDP can really do anything to put the house in order before 2027? Like this headline has it. It said that PDP calls emergency meeting to halt Hurricane Tinubu.
Judy, before 2023, did there exist a Labour Party that me and you can talk to? How did Obi, a single man, reactivate Labour Party that they came third? The issue on guy is not about APC, PDP or Labour. The issue on guy is about the Nigerian people and these people called Tinubu factor.
Oh, really?
I just pray people understand it from that angle. Judy, as we speak today, do you see the latest projection by IMF that by 2026, inflation will be at 37%? Do you see that report? That by 2026, I'll be December this year, inflation will be at 20. He said the rebasing inflation. I want us to emphasize on that word, rebasing inflation. Because the inflation, the rebasing, the CPI for inflation does not include rebasing. But Tinubu was able to corner a world because you want to rebase the economy. Inflation have dropped to 24%, and World Bank is saying it is not true. So what am I saying? All the people I know there is nobody that is speaking good of APC. What Tinubu is trying to do is to divide Nigeria the more. Buhari came to divide Nigeria among ethnics, religions, and other words. Now, Tinubu want to deepen it. If you watch the defection from PDP to APC now, it's from the south. Nobody in the north is talking about to defect to APC in the north. Are you aware? Rather, people are defecting from the APC from the north to other party. Now, how does that go to work against Tinubu? The entire vote from the south will not equate the vote from the north.
Okay.
So Tinubu want to make sure that if he's not getting the required vote from the north, you want to model a vote from the south. May God keep us alive for us to do this analysis after 2027. Tinubu will fail gallantly.
You mentioned Peter Obi. I quickly want to bring in something here. Kenneth Okonkwo said something, recently yesterday. He said that Peter Obi's results were written and allocated to him by INEC.
And who also, he also agreed that they wrote Tinubu results. It was also allocated to Tinubu. That's what he's also saying. If my instinct prove me right, it's also saying that Tinubu report was also written for him. But there's no way INEC will just sit down and write only Labour Party results and that's it. It's also saying, it's also alluding to the fact that INEC read that election for Tinubu. That is what he's saying by that comment.
So are you saying 2020? I mean, all of the results we got in 2023 were written results. Probably for all the parties alongside PDP.
It was a written result. It was a result that was pre-written, but they were not looking for figure to back it up. Judy, how? No way, just assume, so I'm going to make 10 million here. You just assume they're going to make 10 million. They will now start looking at the pillar that will contribute to that 10 million. They will now start formulating figures. That's what they did. That's what INEC did. And unfortunately, in that election, nobody was a winner. PDP scored 12, got 12 states, Tinubu got 12 states, and Obi got 12 states. Go back to the result INEC and us. So back to the issue on ground. Anybody can differ from where to where. When Obasanjo was leaving PDP, he openly destroyed his PDP membership card. Today, where is him? So Tinubu can stampede people, he can manufacture publicity to suit what he want to do. But one thing I will tell you very clearly, if my instinct get me right, Tinubu, if APC featured Tinubu in 2023, Tinubu will lose gallantly.
Can you say
because
that?
The election for him.
Can you say that again?
I said, if APC is blind to feature Tinubu in 2027, APC will lose gallantly.
Are you sure?
Because as it stands today, I'm very, very sure. Judy, as it stands today, when Tinubu was coming in, he said he knew hope. As our hope not be more be damaged for now. Judy, can I also tell you something?
Okay.
When PDP was in power, Jonathan precisely, exchange rate was 197 naira per dollar. Minimum wage was 18,000. So if you divide 18,000 by 197, it gives you average of about $98.
Okay.
Today, we have 17 naira minimum wage, 70,000. Divided by 1,600, it gives you less than $40 per. That is the level of poverty.
Okay.
So the only thing Tinubu has achieved so far, he have come to widen the poverty nets by 3 single policies he did. What are the policies? Subsidy is gone. When he was going to Igu Square, inflation was still within 21.7%. When it was coming from Igu Square, inflation have jumped to about 33%. Why we are struggling with that?
But Frank, let me ask you: do you think Tinubu will lose 2027 election? It's a very straightforward question I want to ask you. Going by what we're seeing right now,
Tinubu will not contest. Tinubu will not contest
in 2027.
Yes, Tinubu will not contest.
How do you mean?
Okay, Judy. I am not a fan of Tinubu. But looking at the strategy from Lagos, Tinubu is not person that want to take a shot where he will lose. Anything that will make Tinubu to lose federal, he will lose Lagos State. Because the criteria, the potential, if he lose federal, if he make an attempt to contest 2027 and he lose federal, he will not retain Lagos State. He will not retain Lagos. Tinubu is a very smart man to know when you need to take a shot. This one they are doing so. They are working for somebody we already have the name. If you listen to Rufai very carefully, when he went to SDP headquarters, there's a particular name he mentioned that they are working for that person, and that's why the person want to destroy him so that we have a voice when 2027 comes. Tinubu will not contest. I anchor my submission on 2 lines. One.
Okay.
As you speak today, Tinubu is not in control of Nigerian economy. Judy, Tinubu have gone to widen the poverty net of Nigeria. How? By policy. Either we like it or they are not trying to put the blame on Buhari. If you watch the way the boys are talking for some days now, they are trying to let Nigerians have that Buhari that destroy Nigeria. And we also asked them in that forum, who brought Buhari? So now, this is my submission, Jude. Tinubu will not contest because the economy is going to be speaking against Tinubu. No, forget the propaganda. People will come out in mass against Tinubu.
When politicians want to do their bidding, they don't care about anything.
And see, there is a saying. See, Judy, there is a saying in my community that says, if you cook for a community, it will not be enough for them. But when the community cook for you, when there was, I don't believe there is a need for violence. I don't pray it. When there was small crisis during NSAS, he ran away. Why didn't he stay? He ran away with his family. That aside, so the economy is already working against Tinubu. Then again, another thing that we're going to work against Tinubu is that issue of our US case, our drug case from US. If you listen to the submission of the judge, the lead counsel, the one that read the judgment, he said the substances as presented by Obi and Atiku, the evidence are provided by Obi and Atiku is have a substance, but it cannot be. It's not admissible because the evidence, Supreme Court is not an evidence court. When a judge said that, that means there is truth in that thing they are saying, but we can't use it now. It's just like they say, come and write jam tomorrow. The way they've closed jam portal, you are now coming next tomorrow. Nobody will admit you. So that's what that judgment is saying. So if you look at these 2 lines, because that's going to form the basis of whatever Tinubu will be saying in 2027, if at all you want to contest. And I know this man, I know this our current president. It's not better that want to take a bullet that he will miss. If he does that, then the political capital will be eroded in Lagos.
But the party is doing everything possible already to capture states. I mean, they've started and they're doing so. In fact, we hear that all of the governors who are on their first term might want to decamp or might want to play allegiance to Tinubu just to retain that.
Can I also be very sure here that all the governors like that guy from Delta State will not even come back to that house. He won't even come back to that governor seat. Komo Agege is going to collect that ticket. So we know the governor that are already doubting for Tinubu, like Akwa Ibom, that pastor that have not done it since he resumed that office. What has he done? So the next phase of our democracy, people will be really accountable for what you say and what you have implemented, what you have done. Judy, under Tinubu's government, our corruption rating have jumped up. Our loan profile have gone from where Buhari left it to about 147 trillion. Nothing to show for it. Judy, nothing to show for it. Unfortunately, to have traveled some states in this country, I know how people are struggling. Judy, come out in the night and stay on traffic. You see people coming to knock your windscreen to wind down because they want to eat. So those are the factors. Those are the issues. The issue is not about APC or PDP. It's not about Labour. It's not about SDP. It's about the alignment for people who are not inclined with the people need to leave the state house. democratically, they need to leave the state house. People like Tinubu and his entourage.
Frank,
do you know what's happening in Benue?
Okay, no, hold on, just a minute. Let's look at it. You know, number one, Obi has approved identity cards. You mentioned Obi. I just want to point out something quickly. Obi has approved identity cards and, of course, online registration portal for all obedience. That's one. Two, let me also mention that a whole lot of persons are, should I say, pleading with Peter Obi to return to the PDP, or asking him to consider returning back home. That's two. Three.
Obi.
Hold on. Okay. The third thing I want to mention is that Kenneth Okonkwo, during his interview, also said that no single candidate can defeat Tinubu. Now, where does this put Peter Obi and the likes of Atiku Abubakar?
Wait. Judy, unfortunately, Obi did not listen to us. If Obi have listened to some of our voice from the background, I should have left PDP. He should have left PDP. The APC were the one sponsored the obedient to destroy the PDP. We once had the discussion. Obi, please read my word. I'm not God, and I will never be God. God can change situation around. Okay. With the way it stands today, Obi can never become Nigerian president.
What do you mean?
If you want, with the way it stands today, Obi can never become Nigerian president. If you want to stay on that labor, if you want to remain in that labor,
okay,
that is where Kenneth Okonkwo is coming from. Okonkwo is looking at realignment. If you want to stay on your labor, Peter Obi, I think, want to stay on his PDP, and all those other people want to stay in the SDP, they can't defeat Tinubu. But they need a force from these three people, these three political party. What Obi is also trying to do is to have be negotiating from area of strength.
Okay.
Obedience so fast with our small record we had. Obedient movement have close to about 4-5 million people. Obedient has about 4-5 million people. Obedient nationwide. Obedient has about 4-5 million people. Obi want to consolidate those records so anybody negotiate for the office of the vice president. That if I'm going to be your vice, I already have this number of people that I'll put on the table. Because there's a mathematical calculation going on. How? Last election, Obi scored about 6.2, about 6.1. I've forgotten the figure now. Atiku came out with about 6.9. Tinubu came out with about 8.7. If I'm not missing it. Then that is the strength of the obedience. Out of that 6.2, all of them, they are not obedient. So obedient movement has about 4-5 million people. I dare them to show that record where they finish the registration online. I dare them. Then what Obi want to do is to contest for the office of the vice president. To have a very strong in-house, so whosoever they align with was okay because of his number that is guaranteed. This guy could go for vice president. Because if Obi is coming for presidency, Obi does not have the capacity to collect this power from Tinubu on one count, on two counts. One, Obi is a Christian. The Muslim will not vote for Obi. I don't know if you are getting it.
Okay.
He will not get the support of the North. If you look at his 6+ million votes, he got over 500 from Lagos alone. That's about 10% or about 9% for only one state. So where did he get the vote from the North? So Obi is negotiating seriously with his body language for the office of the vice president with a Northerner, so that when the Northerner finally leaves, it can be elected to become president. If you are waiting for Obedient to take over from Tinubu, that is a dream that nobody will ever wake up.
But the only person hold on. Where do you put the Nigerian people at this time?
Yes,
like
that's exactly what we are saying.
Some persons will tell you 2027 election will be between Nigerians and the
people.
Congress.
It will be between Nigeria and the APC. I've used that word before. It's not about Tinubu. But whosoever they brought in line will also speak to the masses, appeal to the masses. as we speak today, as we speak today, whether we like it or not, it's an unwritten constitution. A Southerner will not take over from a Southerner. Do you agree?
Unwritten constitution, you mean?
It's unwritten constitution. So what the people Tinubu camp is already preaching, that they must finish 2 tenure. And that's why the North is also looking at somebody who can come and collect the other 4 years, which is Jonathan. Listen to Jonathan comment yesterday, that if he choose to contest again, he will beat anybody beatable. Listen to his comments. Listen to his comments. Listen to his comments. That if he choose to come back to contest, he will beat anybody beatable. Because that's the only person that they not certainly routing for. It's just that the mathematics have actually not come to stay. They are looking at Jonathan, because that's the only person that can take you out of Aso Rock, irrespective of the political party you come from. So if Obi want to be politically very strong, he need to align his labor movement to somebody who can also guarantee about 14-15 million votes from the North. Atiku can only guarantee about 8 million votes as it stands today. You look at the last election now, 7.8, 6.9. Because of Tinubu fuck up, we can push that number to about 8 million. So if Obi is smart enough, he should be looking at partnering with PDP.
So you mean he should go back home?
He should, because Obi ordinarily is a PDP person.
Aware? Okay,
you only left to PDP.
Hold on. Are you aware that this home you're talking about, the likes of Wike are at home? The likes of some other person who
does not see
things possible are still at home.
Let me make one thing very clear. Wike does not have any political value,
but he has the strength in PDP.
The strength he has today is because is he a minister. Let them remove Wike for that minister seat. Wike cannot control local government. We know people that can pull weight. Obi is no more in government for a very long time. Not collect one cover from government. He's still pulling weight everywhere. Atiku is pulling weight. Remove Wike for minister today. That he does not have access to any government fund. Wike will be. It does not have political capital. Remove Wike. Look at Otom. This is exactly what we told Otom. Where is Otom today? Do you see hear his voice? What of Ugwai? That guy from Enugu. What of Ikpiazu? Remove Makinde from that Oyo State government today. He has no political value. We are talking about that political value like Atiku, like Peter Obi. You are calling Wike. When they remove this guy from Cross River State, Benayande, do you see anything about him? Last time I went to contribute about 20 bags of rice, a former governor, to orphanage in his state. Remove Wike from office of the minister today. Wike have no political value. They do not have political value. So we are not looking at Wike. Wike is completely out of the mathematics. Because Wike is also very self-centered. We need people that are national in nature. So back to the subject. If Obi think he can resolve power from Tinubu, it's a dream that will never come true. Tinubu structure only exists in the southwest.
Okay.
Not in the entire nation.
Okay.
That's why I'm looking for pocket of governor that will decamp. Unfortunately, those people that are also decamping does not have political value. Like the current Delta state governor. Remove that guy from office today.
Finally, Frank Ayala. I always love it when we have a robust conversation as this. But then, because of our time, let's just touch on the last one. Let me ask you the last question before you go. Just 2-3 minutes. Former President Goodluck Jonathan, all right, he's been fingered as someone who is making a comeback. Either that he wants to come back, or some persons are pushing him to come back. But like the information here this morning, as regards 2027, it says that Dr. Jibril Mustafa, who is the president of the Nigerian Rescue Mission Organization and, of course, former president of Buhari Youth Organization, is urging Goodluck Jonathan to contest in 2027 presidential election. 2 minutes.
Jonathan is our next president. Did you get that? Hello, Judy.
When you speak like you know something some persons don't know. When you say Jonathan, we're not. This name is not even in the forefront right now. It's not and you say Jonathan is our next president.
Judy, I was in your studio when I told you very clearly that Rufai is going to leave APC. This is exactly what you said. When I said Rufai is going to leave APC, you said I speak with confidence. Jonathan is your next president. If on the condition that he agreed to contest, and we are begging him now to come and rescue Nigeria.
Okay. On the
if he agrees, okay. On the condition that he agreed to come and contest, because that is the only Southerner that can remove these clueless people, this bunch of people that are very arrogant, that they are fronting the office of first son and the office of first daughter. These are the only people that can remove them from government house, and they know. That's why they are trying to pull people he can use to run the field under his feet by going to Delta, going to River. They're going to get to Akwa Ibom. They know. Why are they not concentrating for the governor to decamp in the north? Why are they concentrating on the south? Because they want to play one card: ethnicity and religion. Oh, if the north say they not vote for South Nana must continue. And that's why they are also working around Jonathan now to make sure that Jonathan does not come to contest. I know of a delegate that was sent to go and meet Jonathan to disabuse his mind, not to listen to the Northerner. I know, we have it. So we just pray that Jonathan contests. If he accepts the tickets, then we also know. It's just that the person they are trying to patch with Jonathan, Jonathan is not too comfortable with that person. They are looking at somebody else. Really, if Jonathan will not work with that person, because the person is very arrogant. You know now, no Rufai. Very arrogant. Talk from two sides of his mouth. They are the one that forced Buhari or not. They are not the one running up and down to see Tinubu. They have the capacity. So we just pray that Jonathan accept to come back. Then Tinubu should be packing the things from government house. Because the North need somebody that will come and do 4 years and peacefully walk away so that will go back to the North.
Okay.
That's why Obi need to be really relevant. He need to get his data, he need to get his record straight. So when the Southerner, when Jonathan come, for instance, after 4 years, he's going back to the North, Obi become vice.
Frank Ayala, I want to say thank you so much for having this very, very robust conversation with us this morning on VOP FM. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Judy. Thank you very much.
I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. I want to get your own take, your own opinion, your own comments. Okay, your own query. But right after this.
That's one ababada. What's strong kakaraka? What's in the name?
Domin Herbal Powder is your immune booster for general well-being. Domin Herbal Powder is organic. Just add a teaspoonful, small cup of hot water and drink in the morning before meals and evening after meals. Domin Herbal Powder is available in all pharmacies and herbal shops in Nigeria. For bulk purchase, visit Obed Israel Enterprise Nigeria Limited, B33 Jigawa Plaza Trade Fair Market, or Rich Priest Pharmacy, 21 Afolabi Street, Tipper Garage, Ebe, Lagos. For more information, call 0704-591-7000 or for Ghana, 054-31-581-95. Domin Herbal Powder is not for persons below 12 years, not for pregnant and nursing mothers. Domin Herbal Powder for your overall well-being. If symptoms persist after 5 days, consult your doctor.
We are Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Everyone, in case you're just tuning in, my name is Jude Ikami Jude, and this is Front Page Review on your superstation, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Okay, let's get to open up the studio line so you can join the conversation. The number to call is 0700. 0700. Yeah, 0700 903 903 903. Very simple and easy. 0700 903 903 903. Or you can also send me messages via WhatsApp. And if you want to call me from outside Nigeria, it will be easier if you use that same WhatsApp number. The WhatsApp number is 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. Or you can also call 0803 692 9933. 080 692 9933. Now, you will move away from your radio set before you call me, or tone down the volume completely. Just about 60 seconds for everyone, 1 minute a minute, and then mind what you say. You're the national radio. Okay? Keep it civil, everyone. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning. My name is Innocent. I'm coming from Amuoda.
All right.
Please, I want to say yes. It's wonderful. This person is brought speed long, and I'm happy with that young man agreed. He said as it is. Now, what he now left is Bola Tinubu should think very well. If he is going to continue, he should plan very well. If you want to go as this young man said, let him prepare himself, because truth is Nigerians are tired of some certain things. And let's see how it's going to work. But for the obedience and others, if they want to succeed also, they should come back to PDP and plan for the 2031, which is where we are pointing them, because 2027 we put them to join PDP, they fail. Now, it's very hard for them to go back to that place to be president. Even if you join PDP, it will not be president, but he's going to be vice.
Okay.
But let us continue to do Nigeria, because we want Nigeria to be a better place for all of us. You understand? And as we see today, things is planning very well. People think that nobody is above Nigerians. When we say, I mean, it's not Nigerians to stand against politicians. Politicians will win Nigerians, because when public is speaking, nobody is speaking. Somebody must champion the Nigerians to get what they want to get. Not Nigerians still talking on social media, they will not get what they want. So we are congratulating Nigerians. Let us continue to work together to get Nigeria better. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you. 0700 903 903 903. Okay. Let me take these calls first. Yeah. And everyone, let me let you know, in case we cannot wrap up with these properly the way it should be, the way I would like it, you will join me again here by 11 a.m. All right? So we'll have a robust time again, another moment to really thrash on some of these issues. Talk on it, okay? Thank you so much. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, Ikami Jude, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Peter Omonse is my name
from
Peter
Omonse. Let's have you.
Yeah, now, Ikami Jude, please, when next Rufai is talking, tell him that Peter Omonse said he wants to know the total number of politicians in Nigeria, not only those in APC. I mean, all the parties, the politicians, they registered one. I want to know their total number so that I can put them side by side by the suffering and the dying Nigerians who are going to vote in 2027. It can be Jude, if there will be election in 2027, in fact, Tinubu has lost today. I tell you this very frankly. I'm not mincing words. So it's just that we have to use election to remove these people in power. If we were to be like other nations that can go on protest and then the president would resign, Nigerians would have done that yesterday. They would have removed these people by protest. Because, how do you want to explain what is happening in Nigeria today? If you are talking about insecurity, Nigeria today is being compared to where? Afghanistan and Sudan. How do we get to this level? Just under 10 years of APC. When you talk about Afghanistan, of terrorist country, you are talking about Nigeria. How come that today other currencies in Africa have become better than Nigerian currency? How come that Nigerian president today does not have a hospital to treat the president? to treat all the government functionaries. They destroy our electoral system. They destroy our security system. They destroy judiciary. They destroy National Assembly. They destroy education. They destroy health sector. They destroy economy of Nigeria. And this is the person you say he will come back in 2027 to do what? See, Nigerians will vote. We are not talking about selection this time around. Remove the A's and let us have election, not selection.
All right.
I am telling you that APC has lost.
Thank you, Peter.
From today on, Nigerians will not know anything APC.
Thank you.
Tinubu has to go. He has done enough. He has destroyed enough. We need to recover this country.
Right.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you. God bless you too for calling. Appreciate that. 0700 903 903 903. Somebody is saying that he said Peter Obi is already a candidate. He can't go back to becoming the vice president. Godwin from Ijegun. What do you think? What do you make of that? Someone who vied for the presidential seat is now coming back to become the vice president. Well, all of these are permutations. All of these are just, political, mathematics here and there. But what do you make of that? Actually, let's look at it critically. Hello, good morning to you.
Right, Kamijude, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you have
All right, talk to us.
Yeah, Kamijude. I want to talk about the killing in Borno. I don't want to go too much about the politicians in Nigeria because
1 minute, please.
all of them are bed of the same feathers. I had that 14 killed in Borno and also in another local government in Borno, the farmers. Yeah, does it mean that the other time in the news, I had the chief of army staff gingering the army and they were echoing, yes sir. So all those yes sir, and all those chief of army staff order, they are paid to Mr. Bana. It doesn't have relevance because in as much they have called them or they have answered yes sir, and yes, another killing happened. Does it mean that bandits are powerful than Nigerian government and Nigerian military? That is my question. Is it that the bandits of Boko Haram, after announcing gingering the military, I hear they went and massacre people, not even killing, because the killing are both one or two. It's massacre.
Thank you.
Has it happening? Does it mean that Nigeria doesn't have a government, or is it that Nigeria has a rooters as a readers?
Thank you
that
so
doesn't
much.
Care for the lot of masses.
Appreciate
but
it.
they also care for their own selfish interest.
Thank you.
It's a shame.
Thank you so much. I said my name is Giftson. Jonathan have a better chance of winning. Tinubu should get ready to leave the seat. That's what this person is saying. Let me read some more messages now. Please, it's been okay. Radio Garden, right? It's been too long that we listen to this radio on Radio Garden. Please, okay. Thank you. Don't worry, we'll get to that. Okay, Radio Garden, we're working on that. Thank you so much. A beautiful morning to you. Nigeria is in life support. Tinubu has failed woefully in ruling Nigeria. 2027 will be between Nigeria and the APC. The worst of us is ruling the best of us. Okay, let's see what you were saying. Just make sure your messages are brief, simple. No wanting to say almost everything. No. Your guest analysis is what now? What's your name? Okay. Let's see. Good morning. Okay. Oh, because of my time. Let's see. Tinubu will what now? Could you ask your guest if Tinubu will conduct a free and fair election in 2027? My guest is out of here already. Okay. Frank knows the reality on ground. He's a real man for the job. God bless you. Peter Agbafo from Surulere sent that message. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. I will take 3 more calls. Let's see if we can take these calls. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning. Are you there? Uh-oh. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Oh, sorry about that. I think there are issues here. Hello, good morning here.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Yeah.
This is Moise came up now. Yeah.
Okay.
Please, according to your
Your network. We're having issues with your network. Can I just... Hello, good morning.
Can you hear me?
Okay, beautiful. I can hear you now.
Okay.
1 minute.
This is good. This is Evelyn speaking.
All right.
Please, I want to ask a question. It's just a question I want to ask. Is it in our constitution that after we voted in our dear president, that in less than 2 years, our president is talking about another election ahead of him instead of thinking about the killing of people in the country? Is it in our own constitution that in less than 2 years our president should be thinking about another election whereby the house is on fire? I just want to know.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Evelyn. Thank you. Appreciate that. Everyone, I have to go now. My name is Jude, and on Facebook, on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. Just go type IKAMIJUDEH. Ikami Jude. IKAMIJUDEH is just one word. I'll be here again by 11 o'clock and we discuss more. Okay? I'll read all of these messages. Don't worry. I'll read them when I return here. Thank you so much. Thank you again. And to everyone who's celebrating one thing or the other, housewarming, birthday, you just bought a new car, anything, I want to say congratulations to you. I celebrate with you. I'm out of here. Do have a pleasant morning. Up next is Ogendigbo.